Okay, so today we'll see how to create a new project. Okay, so now we'll go to file. When you open ePlan, we'll go to file, then new. Okay, so what does this mean? Okay, you have to type the project name. Okay, I'll type it as sample project underscore two. Okay, this is the storage location. We do not have to disturb it at all. This is the basic project. This is known as the template. Whatever project we are going to do, this is the template. IEC based template. Okay, specify creation date and specify the creator. We'll see. Okay. So now as you can see, the project is being created. When the project will create, we'll go further and see how to place the symbols, what all there is in this. Okay, so these are the project properties. Now we don't have to disturb at all. Whenever we have to change something in the plot frame, okay, then we have to change it from here. Okay, just click OK. These are the page properties, and the project is now created. So now you can see that this is my third project and it has been created. Okay, automatically. So as we don't want all these things right now, what I can do is just delete it. Okay, now what I will do, I will right click here, I will create new. Okay, here what we can do as a full page name, what we can do here page description as. Okay, wait. Okay, so now we have to remember, in full page name we do not have to type anything here. We'll go to three dots, and now we can see here function designation and location designation. So now as we have seen previously, I have written here as I have considered it as a feeder. So I'll write here F for feeder, obviously, and location designation will be mounting plate, because we are going to mount the devices on the mounting plate, and page name will be one. Okay, that doesn't matter a lot. Okay, and page description will be, mm, I'll say feeder side forward wide. Okay, and currently we do not have to disturb these properties. We can see here scale is 1:1, grid is 4 mm. We do not have to change the scale because all the wirings can be fit into these scales. When we will go to graphical analysis, then we have to change the scale because the panel does not fit in this scale. Okay, grid is 4 mm. Okay, just say okay. Okay, what is the difference between these things? I'll show you apply and OK. So if we'll just click on OK, then there will be only one page open. Okay, and when we'll click apply, I'll show you what happens. I'll redo it for you. Okay, I'll delete this and I'll redo it. Okay, I'll say new, then I'll go three dots, then I will click here F, here I'll click empty, and here I will say feeder side forward wiring. Okay, and when we'll click apply, you see here what happens. I'll click apply, then one page is created. Now we have to create second page with the same specifications. Only the thing is here it will be control wire. So it is very easy. I'll say here control variable, and now I'll not say apply, I will say OK. Okay, I'll say OK. So now the second page is created. Okay, feeder side power wiring, feeder side control wiring. You can see it here. Okay, so now let's see what how to insert the contacts or how to insert the symbols. Okay, as you can see here, there is file home insert. We'll go to insert, and then there are devices here. You can see there are devices. So now we have to click on busbar connection point. If you cannot find this devices in this ribbon, I will show you how to customize all this ribbon as well. Okay, so currently if you have this, just click on busbar connection point, and now as you can see it is upside. We have to connect it from the right. Okay, so what we'll do is we will not place it yet. What we'll do, we will press tab. As you can see, tab is pressed, it went left. Again I'll press tab, it went down. Again I'll press tab, it went right. So now I will click here and I will place it. As I placed, you can see here L1, U1. Okay, we don't want U1, we want suppose it's a red wire, so I'll say R here. Okay, and I'll say OK. Okay, no need, no need of equal to 1, because see, no need of connection point designation here because this is a wire. So what we'll do, we'll cut this out and then we'll say OK. So here it is R. Okay, and here all the controls. Then again I'll show you insert. I'll press tab 3 times, 1 2 3. Here it will be Y. Again I'll not apply this connection point, then it will be blue B. I'll cancel this, and there is again a shortcut. What we can do is we can press Control and then drag it down. Okay, do not modify, and then what we'll do, double click here, and here I'll save it as E. Okay, now as you can see we have placed the bus bar here, and we do not have a red line right now currently here. So the specification of EPLAN, in EPLAN the specification is we do not have to draw any line. What we will do here is we will just insert an interruption point. Okay, so now the interruption point is situated in this symbols. Okay, you can see this arrow. Okay, this is, and now see as I go here, you can see the line comes naturally. If I go here, the line disappears. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll show you a small example right here. What I'll do is I'll say here display dt will be R because it is red wire. Then I'll go here, click, then Y. Okay, you have to remember that these letters are case sensitive. If you have put here capital Y, then you have to put here as well as capital Y. Okay, and again there is a shortcut. What I'll do is I'll drag like this, select and drag, but as you can see this is wrong. So what we'll do here, I'll do B, capital B. Here I'll double click, and here I'll do PE. Okay, so this is how we have placed wires. Okay, so now we'll see how to insert symbols or devices. Okay, there is an insert center here. Okay, we'll click here, then we'll go to symbols. Okay, IC symbol, because we are doing multi-line, we will see IC symbols. If you are doing SLD, then you will see, you will apply for IC single symbol. So now I am doing this. So IC symbol, electrical engineering. Now we want protection device and motor overload protection. Uh, Circuit breaker, quadruple. So here we have to search what we want to insert. Okay. Motor overload switch, yeah. So we have to insert motor overload switch with 6 points. Okay, so now you can see here, as what I'll do, I'll just drag it, just pick and place it here. Okay, I'll place it here. Okay, we do not have to disturb any of the properties here right now. Okay, just look, display details Q1, connection points are this. Okay, we can write technical characteristics if needed, but they are automatically applied when we assign part to them. Okay, engraving text, for now I'll write it as MPCB. Okay, and mounting site will be mounting plate or panel, whatever you can say. Okay, doesn't matter. Hmm, too much typing mistakes, no problem. Okay, I'll say OK. So now as you can see here, I have placed I have placed MPCB here. Now, so wait, I'll just drag it here so it looks neat. Now after this, we will insert coil contacts. So as you hover here, it will automatically come. Okay, you can pin it as well. See here, there is an option for pinning. So here there is an option. We can pin, we can unpin. Okay, here there is window position. Okay, forget it, or just don't do. Okay, now we have to insert coil contacts. Okay, what we can do, back, and here you can see coil contacts. Okay, suppose you are in this window right now. Okay, or maybe this window. Okay, you just vanished everything off and you are in this window. We'll click symbols, IC symbol, then electrical, and then coils and contacts. Okay, we want NO contact for a coil. So now see, if you will see here, there are specifications: NO auxiliary contact, power NO auxiliary contact. We want the contact for a coil. So now you can see here, power NO contact. So this is the contact for the coil which we are going to use as contactor coil. There are different types of contacts. Whichever you want, you can just see the specification here in auxiliary contact with spring return. Okay, so now I'll see this SL. Here there is function power NO contact and symbol specifies power NO contact of a contactor which we needed. What we'll do, we can place it right below this two with a good distance. What I'll do is, I'll not place single. Okay, what I'll do, I'll click and drag like this. So now you can see these are placed. Okay, and obviously it is K1. Okay, contactor, and this question mark will go away once we'll do control wiring. Now we have to insert terminal blocks. Again, I'll go to home. If you want to go home, then I will go for symbols, then IC symbol, electrical, terminals and plugs. Now we have to see which terminal is this. Terminal with two connection points without saddle jumper. Okay, there are many types of terminals. This, what is this? Terminal with two connection points. Okay, we don't want any saddle jumper, nothing. So this is the one which we want, normal terminal. Same, I will do it here. Okay, Done. Okay. Now what we have to do here is we have to connect all these things to 1, 2, 3. Oh, so wait, I just mistaken with this. What I do, I will replace this by 8 pointed MPCB. Okay. Again, what I do, delete it. IC symbol, go to electrical engineering, then I'll go to protective devices, motor overload switch, and I want it with 8 connection points. Uh, what is this and this? Maybe both are almost same. So I do, I'll drag and place it right right below this. Maybe something is not right. Okay, motor overload switch. Okay, maybe this. Okay, what I do, I'll mm, what is this power circuit breaker motor or switch mechanism without line. Okay, what we have to do, we have to do without line, and this is also with line. Okay, we want with line. Okay, we'll click here. Okay, let it be however it is. Okay, whatever I have written here, I'll write it again. I'll say okay. And now what we will do here is we will connect all these things. So now we have to connect all these things to R, Y, B and PE. So now you can again go to symbols, very simple. Now we have to search for T note down because we have to place it downwards. We'll do this, and again what I'll do is I'll select this and I'll drag like this. Okay, it is very easy and convenient. And as I know that I haven't placed one more contact here. Okay, uh, we have to place a terminal block, and we know the shortcuts that we have to press control and then we have to drag it here. Okay, and now we have to insert motor. So now I'll go here. I will go for electrical engineering, then downwards I will see here power consumers motor. Now we want a three-phase motor, so I'll search for a three-phase motor. Okay, so now see here, you can see I saw a three-phase motor with one rotation speed. Okay, whatever the specification you have to insert. Okay, I'll see this with one rotation speed. This and this is the same thing. Okay, just the difference of structure. So I'll just place it right away. Okay, and now as you can see, they get automatically connected when they are down. So what here I can write motor 1. Okay, and mounting site will be FILD field. Okay, what we can do is wait a minute, I will just motor 1. Okay, now you can see the specifications have come here, and now I will press Alt and 3. Now you can see that this structure we have done. Okay, this is the basic structure how we can build a circuit. Similarly, what we can do here is we can copy paste all this circuit. Okay, and we can place it here as well. So now what I'll do is I'll move this. Okay, I'll press Okay, so what we have to do is we have to select all this and press V. So now when you press V, what it does is it will move. Okay, it will move in any direction. Okay, now we have to move in straight direction. So now what I will press is, I haven't placed it right away. Okay, what I will press is X. So now it will only move in this direction or this direction. Okay, what I'll do, I'll zoom it out. Okay, and what I'll do is avoid 3 and I'll place it right here. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll copy this. Okay, I'll select all this. I'll press copy. Wait, I will press C, or maybe wait, I'll press Control C and then I will press Control V. Now as you can see, I can copy paste this. Okay, and what does this say? We have to modify. Yes, we do have to modify with number. Okay, what does this mean? Q1 will be changed to Q2, K1 will be changed to K2, T1 will be changed to T2, and similarly for motor. And now as you can see, Q2, K2, yeah, terminal blocks are not changing. That's why we write will have a structure box there. Okay, okay, so there is one more option which is known as duplicate. So what we will do, copy paste is just like you can copy paste and we can duplicate it as well. So what I do, I will select this and just press D. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll again press X because I want to go into vertical direction. Then I will place it here. Okay, and what quantity I want to duplicate more? We want to duplicate 2, and I'll press OK. Here as well we have to modify it by number. I'll press OK. So now you can see it is very easy to draw a power wiring for 4 motors. Okay, this is how we can draw a page number only power wiring as shown right now. Okay, and again when we'll what we have to snap it to 100%, we'll press alt and 3. So now I'll see you in the next session or the next video. So now what we'll see is how to do control wiring. Okay, I'll click on this and this page is empty. I don't know what happened. Wait a minute. Okay, okay, so as you can see, this is a blank page, and now we'll do control wiring. And here again we have to have a line. Okay, you can see here. Okay, what it is done is P. Okay, P is potential earth and down is neutral, and similarly we are going to do here. So what we have to do here is, okay, what we have to do here, insert a potential interruption point, so that, okay, so now here we'll write it PE, and you can see that PE came from 1.8, that is previous page. Okay, These are known as connections. Okay. So now again we'll add interruption point in front of it, and here again we'll write PE. Similarly, what we'll do is we will add neutral here. Okay, and here I'll type N, and then again here I'll type N. Okay, and I'll press Alt F3 and just ignore it because we can again place it however we want. Okay, now again we have to insert here, as you know, control wiring. How does it look? I'll go, what happened? I'll go for symbols. I'll go for IC symbol, electrical engineering. Then we have to add stop push button. So we have to add switch and buttons. Now I'll go down. Okay, you can see here push buttons. You can see the symbols. Okay, so maybe this is an NO push button. Okay, you can see this NO contact general push button, but we want a stop push button which will be NC. We'll go down and search for an NC contact push button. Okay, here. So you can see here this is NC contact general push button. Okay, this is NC contact push button as well. Okay, so I'll drag and drop. Okay, here I'll go fast. Okay, so now you know it. How does this work? Okay, I'll say door stop push button. Again I'll go here. I'll insert uh, what is this? You can see a single no contact, but we don't want a contact. We want a push button. So I'll go up. Where have I seen a push button? On C. You can see this is a general push button. I'll just drag and drop it here, and I'll write here as start TB, and mounting is door. Now hmm, I want a coil contact. Okay, I'll go in electrical engineering. I'll go up. I'll go with contact, which is a normal contact. Okay, so I'll go with auxiliary contact. Okay, and I will place it in parallel with S2. And now here we have to write K1 because it's K1 contact, and we have to just delete this question mark and enter. Okay, this you have to do. Now what we have to do here is we want a coil. We go back, contacts and coils. You can see here coil for power contactor. Okay, there are various coils. You can see here various coils, but we are going to use it here. I will place it right here, and here also you have to write K1 and say OK. And now you can see here that this is the contact. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to connect all these things, and I have told you how to connect it. We have T node down here, uh, T node right, because we have to connect it via right. Okay, so what we'll do, T node right, we'll connect it here, then I'll go here. Maybe I misplaced something. uh, I'll go it here. Okay, now what I have to do is I have to angle down. I have to click angle down, which is this, and then go down. Again I have to do this angle up. Okay, what we can do is we can again press tab for, suppose we have clicked on, suppose I have clicked on this, okay, and now I want to connect it here. What I do, I'll press tab, tab and tab. So now it is being placed. Now you can see how it looks. And here also we have to place T node up. So this has been placed. Okay, we can adjust this. Okay, what we can do, we can adjust the coil downside. Okay, and again, to look very clean, what we can do here is to look very clean, right? Maybe I'll shift all this downwards thoda. Okay, so it will look neat. Maybe it is here, maybe it will be here. Okay, and again this also I'll press V and I'll click here. So now maybe it will look good. Okay, with similar distance. Okay, similarly now what we have to do is, we have to multiply it. Okay, but now we'll go in power wiring. Okay, you can see here this coil is only connected with 13 and 14 contact, which is here. Okay, you can see, but now we have to connect all these contacts. You can see power wiring. Okay, and we have to connect this K1 we have to connect to this this coil. Okay, so how we are going to do it, we'll go in power wiring, we will just double click it and remove this question mark and say OK. Now when we will go in control wiring, okay, you can see these contacts which are attached with K1 coil. Similarly, what we'll do, as you know, these push buttons are on the door. Okay, okay, so this S2 push button is on the door, start push button. So what we'll do here is we will add a structure box. Okay, because we have to remove this thing from mounting plate and we have to add this thing on a door. Okay, technically we have to show this. So what we'll do, you can see in the devices structure box, we'll click here and I will say like this, and now we can location designation. What we'll do here is we have to edit this. Okay, which is the, I'm sorry, we have to do all in caps lock. Now you can see this is situated on door. Okay, Hmm, I hope this works. Now as I told you, we have to duplicate it to how many we have. We have 4 MPCBs. Okay, 1 2 3 4, and currently we have only done one, so we have to multiply it to 3. So what I will do, carefully, just carefully copy all these things. Okay, because everything should get copied. Okay, as well as door, as well as this. Okay, got it. Now what I'll do is duplicate it. I'll press D, and then what I'll do, I will place it here and with quantity now as 3, and we'll modify it by number. Okay, I'll say okay, and now you can see here everything is edited: S2, S3, S4, S3, S4, S5. Okay, but now see, the problem is both the switches, now you can see switches have been, these are the double switches. Okay, that means S1, S2, here should be S3, S4, S5, S6. So now we have to edit this. Okay, so when we duplicate it, there are pros as well as cons. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to edit these switch display dt of a switch. Okay, so switch cannot be, both cannot be S2. What I'll do is I'll click here, pressing control. Okay, and I will edit it all. Right click, edit in table. Okay, now you can see we can edit it right away. So S1, S2 is there. So I'll say 3, then 4, then 5, 6, 7, 7 and 8. Okay, here I'll write it as 8, and then I will just close it. It will save it automatically. Okay, S3, S4, S5, S6. Okay, so note one thing, that we can do this edit in table option for only the things which have similar properties. Okay, so these are the switches we have similar properties. Okay, so it is convenient to edit in table. Okay, so as you can see, this is our control wiring, and as you know, these contacts will change when we will remove question mark from the respective contactors. I'll remove this, I'll press enter, and I'll again remove this, press enter. I will again remove this and press enter. Then I'll go for control value, and I'll say 0.3, and as you can see, all these contacts have been attached with the respective coils. So this is how we develop power wiring and control wiring for a basic sample, whatever feeder side power wiring and feeder side control wiring. Now what we have to do here is we have to edit these terminal blocks, because every terminal block is different for every MPCB or every motor or every feeder. The terminal blocks are different. So what I will do here is I'll double click here, and I'll write it here as x2. Okay, and obviously it will be 5, 6, 7. Okay, because terminal blocks never change their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'll click here, and I'll write here x3. Click here and write x4. So this is how you can. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll say, see, now again what you can do here, again I'll select all these and right click, and I'll say edit in table. Okay, so let me see first that what I have to do. So x222333445. Okay, and terminal. is this terminal pin designation, and we have to write x2222. So here we have to write 1 2 3 4, then 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, and I'll say enter, or you can just exit it right away. Now you can see all the terminal blocks have been changed to 1 2 3 4. And as I have told you that we have to apply a structure box in order to separate it from the mounting plate. See, we know that terminal blocks are there on mounting plate, but when we are going to place it, it will be convenient for us to navigate. Okay, so now what I'll do here is fmp and maybe higher level function, or what we can do here, let LC, let's say TB, terminal block. Okay, TB. Okay, ignore it. So this is TB, and everywhere we will apply this. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll cancel this, we'll apply here as TB, and we'll say okay. Okay, and similarly what we can do here is we'll just copy it and we'll just paste it here, then here, and then here. Okay, so now these all terminal blocks are there. Now you can see their display dt. Let I'll show you display dt. Wait. Okay, so now you can see here, see full dt. So equal to f plus tb x1 1. Okay, so we have changed the structure of this terminals. So here is how we can draw power wiring. Okay, I hope you understand this, and forgive me if technically I'm wrong, because today I will we are going to see the how we are going to see how to operate the software, not technically but physically. So now you can see this is the control wiring, this is the power wiring. Now we'll continue the rest in the next video. Thank you.